Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Martin with Belvoir Auto Spa. Today's video is going to be a comparison between two of the, probably, in my opinion, the most popular graphene tire shines. So we're going to be comparing Adams Graphene Tire Dressing next to Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Graphene Acrylic Tire Shine Spray Coating. Now, I have used both of these. I'll just share some quick opinions first. This seems to self-level out extremely well, even on tires with a lot of sipes and such. This just seems like a graphene infused version of their original tire shine. You just get a darker, more satin look. They both give a nice satin look if that's what you like. You can layer them for more shine. I personally don't like layering because that just, in my opinion, means we might get more sling, but we're going to test that out. Anyways, with Adams, I'll be using the Hex Grip applicator that came with it. Turtle Wax, I've just got this generic microfiber applicator that's been working well for me. I've got more experience with this one than I do with this one, and this isn't really to say which one is the best, because when it comes to detailing, the matter of best, it's really just, it's a matter of opinion. Some people will like a certain type of product for certain reasons versus others. It might look better on one type of car. The person might like that look better versus another look. So we're just going to see how these two look compared to each other. So I've got a tire that I cleaned the crap out of using every possible method I could think of. So we're going to head over to that. First, let me just show you the directions on it if you want to pause it and take a look. And this is the other part of the label, just general information. Okay. And then Turtle Wax, or Hybrid Solutions is what they're calling it, name they're going with. There's the directions on here. So I'll make sure they're all shaked up and everything. We'll let them dry before we wipe off. And I'm going to section the tire off, so we've got, just like a 1-layer section and a 2-layer section, because people may want to see the difference between that. So I'll get that set up, and then we will go over to that. Alright, so we've got the tire sectioned off into 4s, so the left half is going to be Adams, right half Turtle Wax. We'll do 2 layers in the top quadrants and 1 layer on the bottom quadrants. We'll start with Adams first, because Adams says it needs 10 to 15 minutes to wipe off, and I'm going to be wiping off between layers. Actually, no, I'm not going to wipe off between layers, but I am going to let it fully cure before I add another layer. Turtle Wax is about 1/3 of that time, so let's start with the Adams anyway. So we've got the applicator here. Make sure you shake it up. Okay, now you don't need a lot. Okay, that's probably more than plenty for just half a tire. So let's get it applied. Very easy to apply. So I'm gonna make sure I don't get any over my working area. I really do like these Hex Grip applicators. You can get them on Amazon as well. I'll try to link below. They're not necessarily Adams brand. They're made by some Chinese company, which honestly these probably already are made by some Chinese company. And it really helps if you got like this tires, this lip. Helps you really get under that lip. Now these tires aren't the best tires in the world, but I am going to rotate it just so I can really get in there. And I am going to have to apply some more because my applicator is not really primed too well. After you usually do 1 tire, you'll have enough for the subsequent tires and not have to add on as much. I just want to make sure I get full coverage so you guys really get a good video. Adams also makes one of these wheel stands. If you want one that's got a red backing, you can do that. This one's got a black backing, it says Max Shine. But they are the same exact thing. Okay, so I'll start my timer. It's about 11:28. About 11:30, I'm gonna have to wipe this off. In the meantime, let's get turtle wax applied to the other side. I'm gonna shake it up. Just do a few light sprays. The turtle wax has a darker pigment. Is that important for anything? Not sure. You know, if you got, you know, those letters and everything, you really want to wipe over those well to make sure that you can not leave any dry spots on your tire. Alright, turtle wax only needs about 5 minutes and it is 11:30 now. So I will be back in 5 minutes. Of course, it'll just show an instant on the camera to really see. But first, let's just get a good look with some light. Okay, that's how one layer looks before it dries. But I'm going to let it dry and I'll be back to apply the second layer on the top section. Alright, it's been 5 minutes, so we're going to apply our second layer of turtle wax up here on the top section. It does look a lot different when it dries, so you want more shine. Turtle wax says more shine and durability to apply a second layer. We'll see if it is durable. We'll find out if that makes a difference, because we're gonna chemical torture test these as well. Okay, that is our second layer of turtle wax. We'll let that cure, and then I'll be back in another 5 minutes to put on our second layer of atoms. Alright, the atoms has had enough time for the first layer to finish drying, so let's do the second layer. I will say the atoms has a stronger smell. They both smell good. They both have kind of like in my opinion, like a fruity smell. Atoms is just a more prominent smell compared to the turtle wax, which is a little bit more, not as strong, I guess you could say. But anyways, we got the second layer of atoms on there now, so I gotta wait another 10 minutes. So then after 10 minutes, I'll wipe off all the excess, and then we will begin our chemical test. We're not going to go extreme because, you know, it's just a tire. We're just trying to show how resistant they are to, you know, being washed, road chemicals, blah, 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 blah. So I'll let that finish and I'll be back. Alright, so everything's had enough time to cure. I'm going to wipe off the turtle wax side first, one side of the towel, then I will flip it and wipe off the atom side. So I'll start with the one layer side first. That way I'm not layering up. I mean, turtle wax is pretty much dry already on the one layer side. Two layer side, not completely dry, probably because the tire is not going to take all of the second layer, which isn't really surprising. Okay, that's how much they came off. Not a whole lot. I'll do the atom side, so I'm going to fold it for the atom side. The atoms one layer side is nice and dry to the touch. Nothing really coming off there. The two layer side, also surprisingly dry. So even though turtle wax technically had a longer time to dry since I did that first, the atoms is drier after the second layer. So that's interesting, and that's all that came off with the atoms. So I'm going to move this outside. I'm going to do a slight torture test. So what I'll be using is Chemical Guy's Nonsense All-Purpose Cleaner 5-to-1. This is a pH neutral all-purpose cleaner degreaser. Not insanely aggressive, but still has good cleaning power. And then I'm going to use a microfiber towel to wipe over the tires. I'm not going to scrub them, obviously, because, I mean, they're tires. So let me get this outside. I'll take the tape off, then we can really see how the tire looks in the sunlight or outdoors to really get a good idea. Alright, so taking a look out in the sun. I apologize, it's a little windy out here. Again, we got the atoms on the left side, turtle wax on the right side. So let me try to get my shadow out of the way. There's one layer of the turtle wax, and these dark spots, kind of ignore them. This tire had some like impossible to remove coating on it. So look at these more flat spots, and you know, compared to this, got a nice satin sheen. If I come up to the 2-layer spot, it is noticeably darker. Again, ignore that spot, that just kind of didn't want to come out. But look down here, that compared to that, pretty good. I'll come down to the 1 layer of atoms. Again, we got a nice little satin sheen. Compared to the turtle wax, I'd say the turtle, it's hard to say, really, honestly. I'm going to come to the 2 layers of atoms. And again, this is just a spot that didn't want to come off from the tire coating, but we'll look up here compared to the turtle wax, and pretty good. I really can't tell much of a difference, so maybe you can. Let me know in the comments which one your favorite is. We're going to get this torturous test started, so let me get that set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so again, turtle wax on this side, atoms on this side. Sorry I can't get the best shot. I'll try to adjust this a little bit. It's probably gonna be the best we're gonna get. All right, see how it handles water. So the turtle wax seems to bead the water up better than the atom side. That doesn't really mean anything. But yeah, that's all it is. Anyways, spray it with the cleaner. I'm just going to wipe it in with light pressure. It's really just drying it off more than anything. Rinse it. Take another towel. I'll dry the tire off, see how it looks. Alright, now you can still see the tape line. After cleaning it, it got like more of a uniform appearance on the turtle wax side. That's 1 layer. 2 layers, so you can see a difference in the gloss between 1 and 2 layers of the turtle wax. I'll go over to the atoms. Atoms didn't seem to handle that very well. We'll do 1 more round and see how that does. Excess water out. Alright, it's completely dry, so we'll take a look at everything again. We'll start from where the tape line is. So Adams seems to be worn off a lot more than the turtle wax. That's just one layer. Go up to the top. Adams, turtle wax, 2 layers, seems to be nice and darker and richer. Apologize for the wind. Adams, not quite as much, but still darker than, you know, the untreated section right here. So make your opinion based off of that. We're gonna go in for the final thoughts. All right, guys, final thoughts on these 2 products. As we saw, they both give a nice shine. Adams seems to do a better job drying, so there's less risk of sling if you're going to layer it on there. However, turtle wax seemed to hold its shine better when it's washed. Now, I will say long term, I've used turtle wax for the last month or so. After about a week, the shine's gone, but the tire is still black, and that seems to be the case with Adams as well. So either one you choose, they both keep your tire nice and black looking, even if the shine goes away, which makes it easy to clean off, and then you can just apply another layer every time you wash your car and have a nice fresh shine. But when you do that initial application after really scrubbing the tire, I would definitely suggest 2 layers. That way you get a nice even application, you get a nice shine, but again, that's up to you what you want to do. Now this one, this goes for about $15 on Amazon for 12 ounces, I think this is 16, 16 ounces, so about $15 for 16 ounces. Turtle wax is 23 ounces and it goes for about $13, so you are getting more for your money with turtle wax. That being said, you know, Adams has sales constantly, so you can get a good deal on Adams, but I know Hybrid Solutions is available wholesale from a few companies, so you can save some money there as well. That's if you have a business account. Honestly, I think they're both great. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably pick turtle wax just because of the price and the amount you get, but they're so closely matched, they do really good. So let me know which one you guys like the most. There's gonna be links below for all these things, but I appreciate you guys watching. Give the video a like, a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.